Ladies and gentlemen, those in between or neither, again, it is a little bit early, but that's okay. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and today...
It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Yes, Xingqiu. And speaking of literature, we've got ourselves a book to get. So, let's enter the Abyss Mage's stronghold. And we are level 20 on the squad that we will be using. So we've got Xingqiu, that will be our water applier. We've got Beto, which will serve as our electro shielder. We have Kaya for freezing pretty much anything, and then we've got Lisa for a little bit of extra electro support slash damage. All of the characters have been spec'd out with artifacts at this point, so without further ado, let's get started.
It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought.
Yes, yes it is.
Do we really have to go all the way inside?
Yes, Paimon, we do.
You have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
And so we'll just swap into Xingqiu and catch some wind currents. I don't think we might have needed the top one. Make sure that we don't end up in the hole. There's a chest there and I want to get it. There's a chest right over. Nope, I don't think we're gonna get that chest, but that's okay. Don't hit the... Catch the wind current. And hopefully we don't get struck by the grid. No, we did. It's okay. And we made it to the top. And it looks like we'll actually need Lisa for this. I don't have an electro archer. Actually, isn't there like a switch on the floor? Or something that is more Lisa's height? Yes, there is. And there's also a chest here. So, let's pick up the chest. And get our experience books and raw meat. There we go. And with the current, that should open the door. Yep. There we go. There's... Ooh, a sunset. There's that. Yeah, the electro puzzles aren't necessarily that hard. It's just trying to find the lever. Trying to find the lever in here to actually open the door. And there's our door of resurrection. actually gonna swap into Beto, because Beto's got a better hit for close targets. Okay, activate the wind current. Like so. Oh, it's right in the middle of the floor. Now where am I going? Where am I going? That's... Oh, there. Actually, we switch into Kaya because the good thing about Hydro Slimes is that they're already wet. So all we need to do is just use Kaya, or in this case, we're probably going to use Kaya's ult because it's an aura that can hit more than one target. So all we have to do is keep going around these guys and we'll be okay. And we got an achievement from that, which is nice, and we'll pick that up later. And it's one slime, and nice and easy. Okay, so that opens up one of these. We will start it. And now we've also got cryo slimes with us, which that makes things a little dicey, especially when we get stuck in a bubble. We're switching into Beto and activating our ult. So Hydro and Electro are Electro charged, and Electro and Cryo are Superconduct. So we're actually dropping the Cryo Slime's attack. Oh jeez, big guy! Hi! You froze Beto. For a minute, I thought you froze my entire computer, too. You might have to do this multiple times. And that's okay. Because... Actually, hang on. Lisa might actually be a better fit for this. Why? Because she's a mage, so she can hit everybody at a distance. When she's got the stamina for it. We'll switch into Beto real quick. Make sure. Yeah. Man, stop it. You're being rude.
Surrendering will be gentle.
Switching into Kaya.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Well, that didn't work at all. Well, no, that worked. That worked out really well, actually. Just not... It wasn't good enough. And I don't have a ton of food on hand, so I need to use it sparingly. I say that as I use 3 of my 8 skewers. But we had a good thing going. That's the thing. We had a good thing going.
Come a little closer.
Swap into Beto right now. And essentially... bully this slime into submission. There we go. There we go. And now I think we have a second challenge. Hello, I would like to open door, please. Final trial. So... It's a Cryo Abyss Mage! Dang it. Oh, I didn't want you. That sounded wrong to say. There we go. Get off of there. Yeah. That actually broke the shield. Cool. But we're not gonna have enough time. Yeah, we were close. We were close, just not good enough. But we got a plan, and our team is working out really well, actually. So I'm not too concerned about it. And besides, this is just for fun. There is no pressure at all. Another apple. And a Sunseca. Let's start up this trial.
Come a little closer.
Whoops, did not mean to drop Blitz on that. Come on.
Try not to enjoy this too
Let
much.
me out. Swap. Swap to that. Drop. Drop the ring cutter ult. Come on.
I'm a bit rusty. Cool.
It's alright. We'll get Lisa back up at least. And then we can use what little food we have to get people back up to a decent spot. Beta back to full. Kaya. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're gonna have to do. Okay. Come on. Snap out of it. Drop the Q. Come on. Come get me. I wasn't even wet. What? Come on. Yeah. That worked. Don't ask me how that worked, but that worked.
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book.
Yeah.
Anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book. Who are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book.
Oh no.
After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Concentrating elemental power. Please don't.
To be fair, you asked for this. So strong.
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line.
A little
This
punishment?
is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
I mean, after the electrical torture, yeah. Start. And as far as I know, there's nothing else in here from what I can see. It's also very dark. So, open up the chest.
It's the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Paimon remembers that name. Is this the one you were looking for?
Yes,
That's
yes it
the
is.
one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Are you telling me you have even more crazy punishments up your sleeve?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case.
Wait, what?
As I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow it in the first place. And it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Huh.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work onto someone else?
I mean,
Excuse me? Are you in some way dissatisfied with my work?
no, Bill.
You're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal assistant.
I wouldn't mind.
My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
Yes, ma'am. And we have the rest of this loot to pick up. So we've got some experience, some more enhancement, and some more ascension material. And we'll just pop out of the domain and head on back to Mondstadt. Before I do, I'm going to heal, because that fight took a lot. And yeah, that's partially my fault, but could be worse. Pick up things in the Statue of the Seven. And while I'm here, just gonna get that achievement. So we got Cool It. Keep an opponent frozen for over 10 seconds. Which we did. So that's 5 extra Primo Gems. Huh. And I'm just going to check to see if we can do a poll. Because I think we can. Oh, we can. So, hang on. Let's get back to Mondstadt. And then we will do another 10 poll and see what happens. And yes, before you guys get on my case, because this is a free-to-play account, so theoretically I should be saving my primos for character banners. This is the way that I want to do things. And getting fates takes a while. So I'd rather spend the primos and do polls and possibly get something that you guys might enjoy rather than just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Is it the best strategy? Probably not, but it's how I want to do things. So let's just finish up this quest real quick and then we'll see what we get. Hi, Porthos. And if I remember correctly, Wyatt? Or is it Wyatt? Is it Wyatt? Yeah. Rod? Or is it Wyatt and the R is silent? Either way, hello. And we are back in the library.
Your turn. The paperwork is done. You are now the custodian of this book.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something.
The Tavat Travel
Over there
Guide.
on the shelf. Isn't that the Tavat Travel Guide?
Yes. Yes, it
Look
is.
how many copies there are.
Yes. Yes, there is.
The Tevat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Oh,
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
Happy to help.
the Tavant travel guy was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
Hey,
I
it
hadn't
was fun.
anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruins.
And
As
she's
a
got a point.
compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Wow, Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
Aw,
In fact, they were
thank
intended for
you.
our next outing. But, never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
That I am, miss. Miss, madam, either way, all we need is the Tavat travel guide. And there we go. So, Bookworm Swordsman is actually Sing Cho's quest that we will be doing when I reach AR 26. Next on this account. The reason that I know it's Sing Cho's is that on my personal account, I'm actually AR 27, and I'm currently working through that quest right now. So let's leave headquarters and get to the fun part of this stream. And I hope we get something good. I do have a short list of things that I would like to pull, but I don't think it's going to happen in a way. So we've got our 960 Primo Gems and our 4 Acquaint Faints. Let's pull. Okay, there's a 4-star there. Cool Steel. That'll be a good sword for either Kaya or Xingqiu. Probably Kaya. Harbinger of Dawn. Another black tassel. Hey, another cool steel. Nice. Harbinger of Dawn. A debate club. Fairest Shadow. Another cool steel. And sacrificial fragments? That's going on Lisa. That's going on Lisa. No questions asked. Oh, so what exactly is it that you do? After dealing an opponent with elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown? Can only occur once every 30 seconds. Ooh. Yep, that's going on Lisa. No questions asked. That's going on Lisa. Do. And the reason I say it's going on Lisa is because Lisa is one of the main characters of this party. So you don't need that anymore. What you need is the sacrificial fragments. And we will actually enhance you by throwing in some of these 1-star materials that we're not going to be using, like, at all. So we will enhance with that. So here's my thought, because Xingqiu's already got the prototype Rancor. I'm thinking thinking we give Kaya a cool steel. And the reason I say that is because cool steel actually deals more damage to opponents who are afflicted with cryo or hydro. So we will switch the Harbinger of Dawn for a cool steel. And we will actually enhance that with the silver sword that we just happened to pick up. And we could actually get a refinement rank or two out of it too, because we've got multiple cool steels. So I'm thinking that we just refine it once and go from there. So that way we'll still have an extra sword on hand, but if we get another cryo or hydro user, which it's always a possibility. So there we go. I don't think I need to tweak anybody else at this point because Beta's got a blood tainted great. Beta's got a blood tainted, and I've only got one of those. She's my only Electro Claymore user at the moment, so I'm thinking that we refine. We will refine it, actually, as opposed to just a normal enhancement, and go from there. And it'll boost the damage from 12% to 15%. Bane of Fire and Thunder. There we go. And yes, she is already kitted out. So now that we've got her side quest taken care of, we can either do Worlds of an Ancient Civilization, which is going through Hilitrol camps and lighting the monuments in there, or we can continue tomorrow without tears. I actually want to try and break the seal. I know one of them's a time trial, but it doesn't hurt to at least attempt it. Map. Thank you. So we're gonna go into Dalupa Gorge, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce things. There's an Animunculus nearby too. Where are you? Oh. I don't see it. But we've got a Hilitrol encampments to go through and figure out. And a Sealy! Where are you going, friend? Oh, great. Slimes. Well, it'll at least give some practice. And I'm bubbled. Let me out of the bubble. Thank you. Actually, we can do Kaya's new weapon. There we go. And we'll pick up the slime condensate because we'll need that for later. mushroom. I'll pick some of those up for cooking. And I think this is the one that we already did because this one had one of the development tiers in it. Just let me look into your camp, please. I don't want to fight you. I just want to look into your camp and crap. Well, we're gonna have to go deeper to find out. And switch into St. Joe and don't use his ability. And just don't use his ultimate. Just swap into Kaya, who's also got his ultimate ability. There. Now it should be near a pool. Because the first one was Pyro. It should be around here somewhere. Man. Oh, we haven't dealt with this one yet. Okay, so we're just gonna deal with this one. And we'll start by freezing them.
Don't push your luck.
Swap into St. Joe. Thank you for actually giving me a better view as to what's going on. Yeah, the crossbow towers are not helping. Ow. One. We finish you off. Ow. Okay. So we're just gonna pick up this chest.
Quite the find.
And yes, that is stuff that I want. Beto, I need you to do your thing and break that part of the seal. Okay. Now all we have to do is teleport back. And actually, we're gonna head over to a statue at 7 real quick to heal. And then the last one is a time trial. Now, time trial is going to be a little bit difficult, but we're going to at least attempt it. And if I can't get it on the first couple of tries, we've at least got one more. We've got another quest that we can do. So we'll just teleport to the Temple of the Lion. And there's an homunculus just hanging out. Sorry, Peg. There we go. And I'm going the wrong way. Some mint. I know I'm going to need that later for mint jelly, but I'm not particularly worried about it right now. And so maybe I might be able to show you, but hang on, regain the stamina. I'm actually surprised that I was able to parkour like this, but here we are. Okay. Here we go. Hey, we did it. Okay. So our time trial in question, and I mistimed that, but that's okay. Thank you for reigniting that fire. I'm gonna need it later. Ooh, sunset this. 3. And just gonna take my time. Grab the sunsetas. Crossbow guy! You are about to have a very bad day. Okay. And while I'm here, I mean, since the fires are already lit for me, let's see if we can make anything. Yay, some sweet madam! There we go. Some chicken and mushroom skewers. Make sure that Kaya some steaks. And for that one we're doing Amber, because Amber can do a dish if she gets it right. Yeah. Save some of the raw meat because we'll need it for other dishes. But if you notice, there's a little like chili pepper or something, and it resembles Amber's bandana. It's cute. It's really cute, actually. No, I want to save my chilies.
Embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Well, I should hope that a good book can help you. Swap into Kaya. So it's not the giant bowl thing that you're probably thinking of. But instead,
This will be frozen in time.
oh no! Wrong button! Oh well. Kaya's ult recharges relatively quickly.
Rain,
So-
outline your fate.
It's not something I'm particularly worried about. But over up in here, if you notice, there is a cryo monument statue. And some chests. So this is the challenge known as Into the Fray. And we need to handle multiple opponents at the same time. In a time limit. And it will start with slimes. Because of course it does. Beto. Shield.
Eyes on me.
Switching to somebody faster.
No, my sword.
For bullying a poor slime. Swapping to Kaya.
Freeze.
I do wish that taking out opponents actually increased your time. Because that would just make things a whole lot easier. At least for me.
Don't get frostbite.
No! Dang it. Hang on.
No, my sword.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna get this one, but that's actually gonna be okay.
Change of plans. No, my sword.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get this one, but that's okay. And the reason is because we have a story objective. Yep, so we're just gonna go over and do that. Oh, hey Ray! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Uh, I honestly didn't notice that you showed up. So we're just gonna heal up and switch quest objectives here. Because we have a job. And that job is to save a dragon. Not slay a dragon, but save one. I'm surprised too. So we're just gonna fly on over here. And it might take a little bit for Jean to load in. But I know she's here. Yep. There she is. With Diluc and Venti. I mean, I try.
Let's put our crystals together. Oh. The color of these crystals looks muddy. Devalin, you're going through so much pain. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, traveler.
I'm going to try.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Yep.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine. The process is refreshing.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we use the crystals on the holy lyre like last time.
Worth a try. And our lyre.
It worked!
It seems completely different from before.
Is
The lyre's animal
back.
power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail.
But we're not going to fail.
Winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But I'd still rather not go through the hassle.
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away. It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
He's got a point.
Everyone understands sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach you were snoring away on and Paimon had to wake you?
Head to where the cliff juts out. That place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it then.
Here we go.
Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course not.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Of course not. Jean, it's not like there's the fate of an entire country in the balance here. So let's open up our map.
You're such a slacker.
I'm not. Just trying to figure out where the hell we're going. Alright. So, while I'm doing this, just so you guys know, I will be doing my casual stream on Thursday of this week and not Friday. I've got, some guests coming, and I want to make sure that I can be available for them, and that means that uh, so that means I need to be available. Just to put it in short terms. Ah, mini tornado. Why? Why must you exist?
Freeze.
That's another Helitrol down. I was a little short on that one. One.
No, my sword.
Again, a little short, but that's okay because we're just letting the water swords do their thing. Beto. No. There we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's going to be a fight all the way up there, isn't it? Well, at least I get some practice in. Electro Slimes! I will admit, I do enjoy the Electro Slimes, overall design. It's actually one of my favorite slime designs. And I did not mean to do that, or perhaps I did, because having a little extra help in the form of a sword is nice. Alright. And in other streaming conglomerate news, because I'm kind of a part of one, we don't have an official name or anything, but Darkest Zero is also streaming right now. So once we wrap up here, I'm gonna head on over to his channel to spectate the hijinks that will ensue there. And I suggest you do too, because he's a bit more, dare I say it, he's more put together than I am. But that's okay. He's also been doing it for longer. Elemental Series. Season's Greetings. 5 more primos to go toward our next pull. And we will continue on up. Calling a Dragon by Night. This is epic.
Everyone is finally here.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better. Mondstadt has really been going through so much recently.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song.
D-Luke, it's not that simple.
Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Yes.
We get it, Master Diluc. Everyone, please step aside.
Oh boy.
The best wandering bard of the mortal world shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
Here we go. Aw. Thank you, May. And thus the performance begins. There's our dragon.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
They are communicating. Huh?
God damn it.
No, listen to me! Dvalin.
Well, that went over horribly. And the lyre is now smashed.
Please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
And yes,
Lyre.
Venti's a god.
Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You can't let that abyss mage get away.
If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
Yep.
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
And yes.
Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius, he protects Mondstadt in his own way.
Well, to be fair, the knights can't really do things.
Paimon sounds so doting all of a sudden.
Oh god.
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
But, May, yes, dragons should not have masters. And the plot thickens. Because that's a brother. That is the traveler's brother. But we finished Act 2. And now we need to do a little bit more leveling in terms of AR. And the best way for me to do that is Leyline Blossoms. So, well, it's not exactly an evil twin, May. It's an evil twin imposter situation. Oops. Actually, no, because we've completed that, so we get a few more Primo Gems for our next 10 pull, which won't be for a while, because I literally just did one, and it resulted in a catalyst for Lisa that is actually really, really good. So, or at least it's really good for her. I don't know if it'll be a better fit for Barbara once we get her, but for now it's definitely on our squad, as it were. Now let's go find that Leyline Blossom. That's a combat. Actually, no. That's a domain. That's a domain. If we unlock it, we at least get some adventuring experience. And Primo Gems. This is gonna be a climb. I think we can make it though. I think. Therefore we can. Come on, Xingqiu. You can do it, buddy. Why is this random cooking here? Fire here. Either way. Hello, friend. Locked. The door of the domain is closed. Okay. Anyway, back to our main objective. Leyland Blossom. And there's a chest nearby too. Even better. Even better. Alright, so after doing a little bit of maneuvering, picking a flower, we will open our opening. And where? There they are. Game. Come on, Xingqiu is not that strong. Like, he's strong, but he's not strong enough. Oh boy. Alright, where's the next one? There they are. Get some slimes out of the way. Come on. Perfect. Finish up this wall of flour. And we did it. Relatively painless. Open up the blossom. And where's the next one? Oh, it's literally right there. Cool. I mean, if we could, we absolutely would. Because he's an evil imposter. And the scary part is, from what I understand, he's not the only imposter. Though I could be completely wrong on that. And where's our enemies? There they are. Vaporize. And Rain Cutter. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Stay away from the barriers. Actually, we can switch into Beto, because while she's slower, she can still hit very hard. And to be honest, Overload is actually really fun. Ow. Switch into you, because you are actually a little bit faster is what I want done. Where'd it go? There it is.
Cool it. Freeze.
Rain outlines your fate.
Kaya, come on.
Dodge this.
Can't dodge if...
Freeze.
Can't dodge if... There we go. That took longer than it really should have. So... Flaming flower. I don't know if we'll need that later, but it's good to have. I know I need the wildflower nectar at some point. Yeah, it's not the movement key I need. Open up the Leyline Blossom. Okay. Where's the next one? It's all the way up there. Eh. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, and we can at least hit the 2 teleport points along after that as
On
well.
the deserted moonlit night, that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
I'm starting to think that Xingqiu has kind of... I don't want to say he may have read up on the story that so far, but he might have. And there's a chest over here. Chests will also give you the adventuring experience and primo gems. And it's guarded. Okay, what is it guarded by? Animo slimes. And yes, they're actually really funny because when you defeat them, they deflate like balloons if you don't freeze them. And
How fortunate.
yeah, it's not much, but it's something. Enhancement ore, a beginner's protector. And I think that's it. Which is fine, because that's not what our main target is. Okay. I'm on the edge, and I can't say it's of glory. But we can fly! For a limited amount of time. And there is our blossom! Alright, let's see what we can do here, guys. Drop that.
Rain outlines your fate.
And I'm going after you first, because if I don't, you're going to be a pain in my keister. Wow, that was...
Freeze.
Don't know if that was a pyronadal, but regardless, we're doing okay. Swap into you, drop your ult. And there we go. More of the giant slimes. Yay. And there's one throwing explosives. And there's a shaman. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Come on. Water blade. Why not? She's fun. And can deal insane damage if you time her right. Touch the ley line. Okay, now before we go back down, there are actually 2 teleport waypoints that I want to get. So, we're going a little bit further afield.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Never quite seem to get my landmarks back.
Don't worry, Beto. They'll come. Ooh! And you put your chest up there? Why? That seems counterproductive, in all honesty. That kind of worked. I can't say that it did work, because it sent me flying, but... Switch to our ice sword guy. Switching to Beto to drop her ult, because dear god, her ult is amazing. And swap into St. Joe to just finish this up. There you are. What happened there? That serves a radish. There we go. Now we can at least... St. Joe, can you climb, please? I think the answer is no. Okay, so then how do we get the chest? That's my question. I think we might need to fly and get it, which... Nope. We need to get higher. Either way, the chest is not our biggest concern. Our biggest concern right now is to get the teleport waypoints that are in the area. And in this case, it's right over here. That'll give us some extra primos. And where's... And the other one's right here. So... So now we'll just start heading over to the other one. Hey, cool.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
I'll say. Not when you're dealing with a Geo Slime, though.
No, my sword.
That is just rude.
Dodge this.
Yeah, I know. Question is, can I actually get away from them before that?
Fascinating.
One of the things fell, and that's fine. Because again, that's not the name of the game here. Oh, come on. You know, I like Hilitrolls because they have their camps everywhere, but I also hate Hilitrolls because their camps are everywhere. So the chances of walking in on one are extremely high. What? There's something here. They wouldn't have these rocks in the formation that they do for no reason. Ah! Me and my morbid curiosity. Let's call it that, shall we? Shield to do an electrocharge swing. There we go. Nice and easy. Well, not easy, but the task is done. And a chest.
How fortunate.
And a weapon that we'll be using for enhancements. We're climbing up. And yes, you can dash while you're climbing, but it's not recommended. Head towards... that is also a combat trial that we don't need. Ugh. The animal slime cannot get me in the air. They're not really good shots, which is fortunate. Boop. And there we go. Our teleport waypoint is unlocked. Now it's a matter of what to do. Because I'm going to mark this as time trial. And we will confirm it. What to do, what to do.
All the other knights already have their hands full.
Well, it's not that we don't have our hands full, it's that we're not strong enough. Oh. Well. Looks like Catherine's got something for us. We can at least pick that up while we're here. Follow the sparkly road.
Ad Astra
Abyssusk.
Welcome to the Adventurers.
Adventurers Guild. And any new commissions? You're now known to all in Mondstadt. Continue in this fashion and you are destined to become one of the great adventurers of our age. Okay. If you wish to become a great adventurer, there comes a time when you must move beyond the places you know. Now that you've amassed such wealth of adventuring experience, perhaps it is time to go to Leeway and deliver it to Leeway, Catherine. The Catherines in this game. It's a Nurse Joy / Officer Jenny scenario where in every city you meet, there will be one Catherine. I don't know why, but there is. So we've picked that up. And now we have to go... Well, in order for us to finish the quest, we need to go all the way down here. Which... Well, not a bad thing. Because it would open up our experience along the way. I don't necessarily think we're ready for it just yet. Though I could get the silk flowers to ascend Sing Cho. Actually, is it just silk flowers I need to ascend Sing Cho? Because if I can ascend him, if it's just the silk flowers, then it shouldn't be too much trouble. Yes, it is just the silk flowers are required to ascend him. So we might just pop down there, grab the silk flowers, and leave. Because that seems to be the best course of action. Why do you have... Well, aside from the fact that I don't have anything, spec'd for you.
Make sure you keep up with me.
Wind glider. And I'm not really gonna level... Oh, hang on. I can ascend your constellation, which is nice. I'm gonna do that. Palm Vortex pulls in opponents and objects within a 5-meter radius. Nice. And then the next one for this set is Uprising Whirlwind, which increases our energy recharge rate by 16%. Which is also very nice. And it looks like I don't need to do anything else. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're actually going to pop down here and do a little bit of waypoint gathering down here and silk flowers to get Sing Cho. To ascend Sing Cho, and so that way he doesn't end up falling behind. Because he's actually one of the better characters in this game. Or at least in terms of like combat wise. He is definitely one of the better characters
Come on, let's get
in this
moving.
game.
We're not friends in the place after all.
Yes, you douchebag. It's more, where can I find the silk flowers? Oh, and over here we can pick up a quest. Oh, I keep forgetting about the handbook too. So commissions are done. We're going to keep it in Mondstadt just to make sure. Those are our main things, but the guide gives us things. Yeah, that's for Act 3. So we actually ended up getting some really important things from that. Like an Acclaim to Faint, which we can use toward the character banner pole. But hello, guardsman. Who goes there? That said, just look at what you're wearing. You're definitely not someone I need to worry about. Why? Think about it. I don't know whether or not that is a rude statement, but that is certainly a statement. I'm the Millilith responsible for this zone. Millilith are like the city guards. Mondstadt has the knights. Leeway has these guys as protection. Sure. It's not like I've got anything better to do right now. And here we go. Because there is a vista point. That I want to snag real quick. And that so far is Wangshu Inn. And yes, we will be going to Wangshu Inn later. In terms of story progression, we're here to pick up some silk flowers and leave. It's literally all we're here for. The question is trying to find them. We're looking for a red bush. That is mint. That is also a mint. there it is. I honestly didn't think that these silk flowers were that far in. But we will pick up our silk flowers and we'll run over here and grab a little bit extra. Because it certainly doesn't hurt to have extra. And we're gonna pop back to Springvale. Oh, it's only been an hour and a half. Well, if I have to cut the stream short, I will cut the stream short. But the reason that we went all the way for those silk flowers is so that way Xingqiu can get a little bit of character progression.
Were it not for my capability, the cause that so inspires me would remain confined to the pages that extol its virtues.
And because we ascended him, we get a little bit of a reward. With the Acquaint Fate. So now we're starting to get into the well, I don't want to say that we're getting into the harder parts of the game, but we're definitely getting into the hey, you need to have certain materials. Actually, what? Oh, hang on. Every merchant in Niue Harbor knows Xingqiu from the Fei Yun, Commerce Guild. We'll see him as a young and kind, well-mannered young man who is an excellent student, a top talent in every sense. As he is the second-born, Xingqiu is not required to shoulder the burden of managing the guild's affairs. However, Xingqiu possesses a unique scholarly talent among his peers that is the offering of Liu's wealthiest merchants. He was often praised by his tutors as a young student. Xingqiu's eldest brother, while learning the family business from their father, firmly believed that Xingqiu would be a great asset to the business one day. However, little did he know that Xingqiu, after finishing the dauntingly thick volumes on commerce and philosophy, would hollow them out and sneak martial arts novels into them. Oh no! Which he read incessantly thereafter. Sometimes Xingqiu suddenly disappears for hours at a time with no explanation. When asked why, he simply replies, "A moment of solitude." Oh, and your voice is Christina V. Actually, let's go through the base lore of like everybody, just to kind of get a sense of what they do. So we went into Xingqiu. I'm not going to do the voiceover for them because there are so many different voice lines. All right, so this is Captain Beto, voiced by Miss Allegra Clark. So what is your story, huh? Beto is the leader of the Crux, an armed crew based in Liyue Harbor. An armed crew means exactly what it sounds like, a crew of sailors armed to the teeth, without getting into too many details. Everything the Crux does is improved by the Qixing, more or less. The Qixing is... The Qixing are basically... They're basically the political body in Liyue. Beto is a trusted leader, so much that her crew believes in her believes her capable of taming storms and billows on the sea. It's Beto! Even the mightiest of storms must bow its head to her might. And considering what she can do, yes. Alright. So our captain, Captain Kaya, voiced by Josie Montana McCoy. I think that's Jose. I think that I don't think it's Josie. Anyway, back to the main story thing. Kaya Albrick is an adopted son of the Ragnanvir. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I don't know. Family, the renowned wine tycoon. It's been a long time since the last called D-Luke brother. Okay, so Kaya and D-Luke are technically brothers, but maybe there was a falling out? I don't know. Kaya currently serves as cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius and is trusted by Jean. Kaya is often the one wrapping things up in every incident that occurs in Mondstadt's vicinity. That makes sense. I'm starting to think that the main reason that D-Luke does not like the Knights is because of Kaya. Yeah. And short answer, no. I'm not doing that. So our next character that we have is Lisa, voiced by Miss Mara Juno. It's a French spelling, so I think it's Juno and the T is silent. But I could also be very, very wrong. The librarian of the Knights of Favonius, in addition to her elegance and charm, Lisa is also highly educated, as we know. She is said to have been the most talented sorceress to study at Sumeru's academia in the last 2 centuries. We have not gotten to Sumeru yet. Sumeru is still a ways off. It is known that Lisa chose to return to Mondstadt after 2 years of advanced study in Sumeru, but the reason for her decision is not. Okay, so she came back to Mondstadt for some reason. Huh. That's gonna be a quest later. I can feel it. At present, Lisa's job is to oversee the book collection and the library owned by the Knights. Huh. Which is actually quite extensive. Amber? And we actually have a little bit more for Amber, I think. So that's gonna be interesting. Oh, we don't. Okay. Amber is an outrider of the Knights of Favonius in an age where outriders are becoming obsolete. I wonder why. Maybe it's because of the magic? I don't know. Huh. That's interesting. She continues on with her responsibilities. It takes a newcomer only a few days to feel right at home with this passionate girl, whether it's before the Good Hunter signboard, the banks of Cider Lake, or the treetops at Winterize. One can find traces of this vigilant outrider in red anywhere. Once spotted by her, no suspicious individual can ever escape her interrogation. Nice. She's very good at what she does. And she is voiced by Miss Kelly Baskin. Side note, props to everybody who voices a character in this game, because it's actually really, really, really well done. So our next character is Zhongling, voiced by Jackie Lastra. And her story? Coming, coming! Here's your stir-fried filet and your mora meat and your fried radish balls as you ordered. In Liyue, there's a place called Chishu Raku, which stands a restaurant known as One Min Restaurant. One must remain focused if they want to keep moving forward on the bustling streets of Liyue. Unsuspecting newcomers to this place are often lured away by wonderful culinary aromas or lead to peek inside stories by curious sounds. Zhongling, who is both a chef and a waitress at the restaurant, delivers steaming, delicious dishes to the tables. Sit anywhere you'd like. I can make whatever you want, even if it's not on the menu. Nice. The workers at One Mean Restaurant can recognize a regular, if not by the face, then by the first sentence out of their mouths. A customer that orders without reading a menu has been there at least a few times before. However, if they asked, "Is Zhongling the chef today?" they're definitely a regular. Aww. Aww. That just makes her adorable. I really hope that I can get a better polearm to actually use for her, and I need to do some work with her artifacts too. But I think that'll be for a different day. For Noelle, one of my personal favorites, because it's Noelle. Noelle has much greater dreams and ambitions than the other maids in the Knights of Favonius. Excuse me. Like anyone else in the city protected by the Knights of Favonius, she too dreams of donning the honored armor. Even if her skills are not enough to pass the rigorous selection trials, she still wishes to observe and learn from every chance she gets. Aside from her training, she enjoys her current life, helping everyone in need. "You can leave absolutely anything to me," is her signature line. If there's anything you need, Noelle is glad to be of aid. And she is voiced by Laura Faye Smith. I feel like I've heard Laura Faye Smith somewhere else before, and I don't remember where. I'm going to actually have to go through these names and figure out what other work they've done. Because I know Sayu was actually a really famous YouTuber at this point, and I think she still uploads. I think. I don't know. I'll have to check. And of course, our traveler, who has some more lore, which is good. So, for our first little thing, the keeper is fading away. The crater has not yet come, but the world shall burn no more, for you shall ascend. Okay. So, the female voice is done by Sarah Miller Cruz and Karina Botiger. Huh. Interesting. And I wonder who does Aether's voice, who's actually her brother in this. Alright. So our first part of the story, a boy and girl stood amidst the tumult under an unfamiliar sky. You were a pair of traveling twins, passing through countless worlds during your journey, descending upon the continent named Tevat. You hoped that you'd be able to enjoy your time here. But as you awoke among the falling stars, you saw a world in turmoil, a cataclysm raging across the land. You sought to leave this place and move on to the next world, but then an unknown god stood before you, barring the way. This deity was spotless, floating over a world of chaos, looking down on you. The god took your only kin away, and you were sealed and cast into a deep slumber filled with nightmares. When you reawakened, the world was changed. The flames of war raged no longer, and nothing was Nothing was left that looked familiar. How long have you been asleep? You've had no answers. Thus you began a lonely journey seeking the deity you had once laid eyes upon. That's actually really sad if you think about it. All we want is our sibling back. And there's actually something in regards to her, in regards to Vision too. When faced with circumstances that they cannot control, humans often bemoan their powerlessness. But if a person is found to have surpassing ambition, even as their life reaches such a desperate turning point, then the gods who look upon them with favor. This favor is the vision, an external magical focus given to those who have been acknowledged by the gods, which they can use to channel elemental power. Celestia is the realm of the gods, and the wielders of the visions walk the earth below. When they depart from this world, the chosen will ascend. After coming to this world, you often hear people speak of such things. You, for your part, can never receive a vision, for an alien life form does not belong. Is it wise to allow a moment's ambition to dominate one's entire life? You have needed to consider many such thought-provoking questions, ones that require lengthy consideration during your journey through many worlds. Okay, so that confirms it that we're technically a minor god. I hate to say this, May, but Ether is not dead. Or at least I hope he's not dead. Because that would make this story a lot more heartbreaking. To have all of the quote unquote friends and teammates that you meet along the way and have that all amount to nothing. Yeah, I don't know how I would feel if that ended up happening. How do we get the next story beat? Complete Song of Dragon and Freedom. And the rest we gotta complete something. Huh. Interesting. But well, there is that time trial, and I want to finish that before. I want to finish that before we end up going into leeway full time. And I want to make sure that we get to air 18, because not only that, but we do get another character that I can do another lore read for, by the name of Barbara. And that's also when our next story segment unlocks. So I think it might be a good idea to call it here for now. And don't worry, I'll make sure to finish up that one world quest that I was struggling with earlier. But excuse me. I think that's actually where we're going to call it. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's stream. Please make sure to leave a follow on my Twitch so that way you will be notified the next time I go live, which will be Thursday with our next part of A Spiel and a Dream. On the YouTube channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe over there so that way you will be notified when the recaps come live. And if you have any suggestions for games, make sure that you leave comments down below, and I'll do my best. I'll see if I can actually play them. If you are feeling particularly generous, I do have a coffee link that it's usually just $5, or I think it's an increment of $5. Any funds that are donated will go back to making this channel better, i.e., banners, overlays, games, stuff like that. Also, if you are feeling particularly generous, an artist friend is going to have dental surgery, and that requires money. She does have commissions open right now for just simple sketches for $15. If you are feeling particularly generous, you can either donate using the GoFundMe link, or you can find her on Twitter and or Discord. I don't necessarily have details for that, but if you know, you know. You don't, you don't. That's just how it works. I think I've covered all of my bases. So